Joe Rogan reacts to Islam Makhachev training footage. Islam Makhachev is going to be facing the toughest opponent of his life, and his training sessions have been extremely intense. After climbing to the top of the division, Islam Makhachev is left with one more person to defeat, and that is the legend himself, Charles "The Bronx" Olivera. This will obviously be no easy task, considering Charles Olivera hasn't really taken a loss since becoming the champion of the lightweight division. Charles Olivera has defended his belt time and time again, but now he must face his toughest opponent yet, Islam Makhachev. Islam Makhachev is said to be the prodigy of the legendary Khabib Nurmagomedov, and according to how things are going in his UFC career, he's well on his way. It's said that Islam Makhachev vs. Charles Olivera will be the most interesting match of 2022, and I believe it. Islam Makhachev has released some pretty wicked footage of him sparring with his coach, Khabib. And of course, Joe Rogan has a lot to say about it. Islam Makhachev has had some pretty intense training sessions lately, and luckily for us, some of it was recorded. This leaked footage has the UFC world shook, mostly Joe Rogan. After watching the footage of Islam Makhachev training, I'm actually starting to feel a little worried for Charles Olivera. Charles Olivera has proven that he is the worthy champion of the lightweight division, protecting his champion title belt time and time again against vicious opponents. But Charles Olivera knows himself that Islam Makhachev will be his toughest opponent yet. This match will be very interesting, and UFC 280 will be full of action. There's a lot to get into today, so be sure to stick around and watch this video until the end as we get into things one detail at a time. Trust me when I say you won't want to miss a thing. Thanks for stopping by and visiting us at Warrior Report. We post daily UFC updates and news that you really should know about if you're a fan. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to our channel, leave a like, and comment keyword UFC to enter a chance at winning our brand new iPhone giveaway. One lucky viewer will be picked at the end of each month. Now, let's jump into this video and take a closer look at Joe Rogan reacting to Islam Makhachev's training footage. Islam Makhachev is on his way to earning his first chance at becoming the UFC lightweight champion, and it's all he's ever wanted. Islam Makhachev grew up with Khabib Nurmagomedov, and they both always had similar goals. After Khabib completed his mission and became the undefeated UFC champion, he retired and put his time into becoming Islam's primary coach. Khabib Nurmagomedov and Islam Makhachev have been training hard and doing everything they can to win this match. Charles Olivera vs. Islam Makhachev is said to be the most entertaining match we've seen all of 2022, and we've had some pretty awesome matches. This will obviously be no easy task for either guy to accomplish, which means both of them have been training with all they've got, preparing themselves for a very important day. Many wonder, will Islam Makhachev become the champion of the lightweight division, or will Charles Olivera yet again defend his title belt? It's hard to say how I think this match will turn out, but I do know one thing, that this will most definitely be the most interesting and entertaining match we've received in a very long time. Charles Olivera will be going against his toughest opponent yet, and there is no way around it. Once these two step foot into the octagon, it'll be just them and the title belt. Both guys are dogs and are hungry to win, but only one of them can achieve this goal. It will truly be amazing to see what happens, whether Charles Olivera wins or whether he's put away by Islam Makhachev. There's only a few ways this match can play out, and all I know is either way it goes, it'll be awesome to experience. Two great martial artists like this rarely ever step foot into the octagon together. It'll be cool to see how things play out once UFC 280 arrives. Khabib Nurmagomedov, being Islam Makhachev's head coach, has been trying every tactic in his book to make this happen for Islam. It was Khabib's late father's dream for Khabib and Islam Makhachev to both one day become world champion. Obviously, Khabib has already achieved this goal, but now it's Islam Makhachev's turn, and they truly believe it. Islam Makhachev made his way to the top of the UFC lightweight division. UFC 280 will most definitely be the most interesting card we've seen in a long time, and I'm excited to see how things play out. With Charles Olivera vs. Islam Makhachev, Sterling vs. Dillashaw, and Sugar Sean O'Malley vs. Peter Yan. UFC 280 will either make or break these guys, and it'll be interesting to see how things play out. It's only a matter of time before the UFC lightweight champion belt is put on the line, and many wonder, will Charles Olivera once again defend his champion title? Or is it time that Islam Makhachev receives it for the first time?